Good morning. My name is David Macro, and I have been a member here at Parkside for around 10 years. I'm currently serving on council and have been asked to take part in a conversation in regards to stewardship. Our conversation is intended to give everyone an understanding of what happens to the support that they give to Parkside. On to discuss our staff and the work that they do to lead us, take care of us, and make the community function. Last week, Terry discussed mission, how we spend our resources and time serving and loving our neighbors. Today, I want to discuss the building. Our two largest costs as a congregation are the staff and the care and maintenance of a 100-year-old building. Folks are passionate about this place because it's not just a building, it's our home. It doesn't matter if you've been a member of this congregation for 50 years or here for the first day. You are part of this community by walking through those doors. I found Parkside through my wife. I was raised Catholic, and Kathy's father has been an ELCA pastor for over 50 years. When Kathy and I decided to share our lives together, we agreed that we'd raise our children in the Lutheran Church. We attended her father's church, St. John Lancaster, until he retired. When he did, we agreed that we were tired of driving to Lancaster every Sunday, but more importantly, we wanted to find a place to our own. The first place we visited was Parkside. Why this place? This is our neighborhood. This is where we live. This is our community. We knew that Parkside was a struggling church, and we felt maybe we could jump in and see what we could do to help and be part of its rebirth. Selfishly speaking, the last thing we wanted was a closed-up church in the middle of our neighborhood. However, it was because of the people and the mission of what we were trying to do here is why we have stayed. For us, this place matters. Our congregation hosts other churches. We host a food pantry when no other church would take them. We have been hosting a local Boy Scout troop for years. We host music lessons for children with Buffalo Cello. It is where the neighborhood votes, and we hold our community meetings. Because our building matters, it is our second biggest asset behind our people. It is also our largest liability. In the past 10 years, our congregation has spent large amounts of money on basic maintenance and repairs. We have put in sump pumps to keep the basement from flooding, repaired the main electrical line that almost burned the building down, replaced every flat roof, fixed leaking water through the grout and stone, repaired the stained glass windows before they were too far gone, and completely renovated a community room that was in such a state of disrepair it was basically uninhabitable. And this is where we housed the food pantry for the community. It was not acceptable. We decided that space matters and spent over $100,000 to completely renovate the room for only one purpose, and it is not for us. It is for those in the communities that need it. I'm sure there are many more projects that I missed. Just ask our property committee. But all these projects matter. So today, decide what matters to you and how you can be involved. Does having a full-time pastor matter? Does a clean building matter? Does telling the message on social media matter? Does feeding the homeless matter? Does supporting the marginalized in our society matter? Does reaching out to a member who is sick, house-ridden, or alone matter? Does wheelchair access matter? Does coffee hour matter? Whatever it may be, we need your help, and that help comes in many forms. Financial support, the cold hard truth is that we need money to support the mission, and those costs are rising. It comes with your talents. We need you and your help. Time is critical. If you believe in what we are doing here, it requires more than 1 hour a week on a Sunday. So I'm asking for 3 things. First, that you turn in your pledge cards if you haven't done so already. By telling us, it helps the council to understand what decisions we need to be making for the next year. On that card, there's a pledge for time. If you can commit to 1 hour per month to this community to do whatever you feel matters. If you don't know what to do, ask the pastor, ask me, ask any member of this congregation. Make sure you're on the mailing list for our newsletter. Make sure you like us on Facebook. Stay connected and find out where your spot could be. The last thing I'd like is to talk about our budget talkback on January 9th, to understand how the resources are allocated. While our congregation is growing and on the right path, we are still not financially able to stand on our own without pulling from our endowment. This long-term is not sustainable. It is critical for you to understand how the money is being spent. We are a church, and our goal as a church is not to have a balanced budget. Honestly, that would be very easy to do. Our mission is to love and help our neighbors. And if that takes a negative budget to make that happen, then that's what we should do. But it's important to understand how we do this. Because of that, this place matters and what we do here matters. Thank you.